Hi, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your July 21st, 2024 full moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. It gets this channel seen by more people, which gets the message of spirit out to more people. So, thank you so very much for doing so. And if you're interested in a private reading, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. And yeah, everything's there for you to click and purchase a reading. So let's see what the cards have to say. Oh, it's also linked in the description box below, my website. Okay. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Oh, goodness. These cards are beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful, but they're so slippery. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Perfect. Okay. Let's just make sure you can see everything. Yes, you can. Okay, so we are crowned here. Oh, I love it. The Three of Swords reverse. Now, this is a really great moon. This is a really great moon for so many of us during this time. And it really looks like this is a moon here for us, Cancer, that really helps us heal a broken heart, or when we feel like we're not being seen or we're not being heard, or old traumas have come back into play and we doubt ourselves and we fear. This is going to be a moon where we see ourselves like releasing a lot of the hurt and the pain that we have had before, and releasing a lot of the doubt that has held us back and has kept us from moving forward the way that we want to. So that is a really great thing with the Three of Swords. But also remember, that does mean that we also went through some traumatic stuff, which is normal in life, but it leaves its scars. So if we think, oh, I should just be over this, I don't know why I'm still upset about this, you're also going to find out information during this time where it's like, oh, wow, like my body was more vulnerable to this, or I reacted this way because of XYZ. There's going to be something that kind of puts the puzzle pieces into place, and you're like, oh, didn't know that. That's really cool that I learned it. Now I can move forward. And it's like, I don't have to be as scared anymore. That's going to be a really big thing. Now, this full moon on the 21st of July is in Capricorn. Capricorn is our sister sign. It brings out the best in us. It can bring out the worst in us. This is really, really good. So just being aware of that this can be an intense moon. So it moves us then to the Page of Swords reverse. So this is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If you're born on the cusp with Gemini, if you have air sign energy in your chart, know that this part of your personality comes through a little bit immature, but also biting. So, if it's in your Mercury, it can be, I laugh because Mercury has moved into Leo. So we have fierce words during this time. It moved into Leo on the 21st of July. Not the 21st, on the 2nd, there we go. On the 2nd of July, Mercury moved into Leo. And so there's a fierceness in our words now. There's a real sense of like, no, I'm speaking the truth. I'm speaking the way I need to move forward for me. And there's a clarity. And here we can think that that's that clarity coming forward, but it's not really. It's a sense of doubt. It's a sense of feeling like I don't get to have my voice, and I get to look at what other people are saying, and that is deeply impacting me. If we have child energy around us, right? If we have children, if we have grandchildren, if we work with children, nieces and nephews and all those good things in our lives who are air sign energies, they can have a really hard time communicating their feelings. And that can make us really frustrated because they're going to go and want to go out and do, especially if they're in the Northern Hemisphere and it's summer, they want to do all these things, but they're having a hard time communicating what's holding them back, what's making them doubt themselves, what's making them feel like they can't say what they want to say. So just be mindful about this. It doesn't mean that it has to be little kids. It can also be teenagers, which can get things to be even more tricky. So just being aware of this during this time is going to be really important. And we ourselves, during this time, Cancer, are going to see when we as children, and that also means teens, right, didn't embrace our voice or couldn't embrace our voice for whatever reason. And this is going to be a time of healing with that, but also the first step is the recognition of it. So that's really important. It moves us then to the King of Pentacles. So this is earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If you're born, so say on the cusp with Virgo, but you wouldn't be. That's impossible. But I see if you have strong Virgo in your chart, because that came through very powerfully. But earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is being very prosperous. This is being very determined. This is being really grounded and really super sensible. And in a Capricorn full moon, this is heightening that success. And remember that a full moon is the conglomeration of the intentions that we set in the new moon in Capricorn 6 months ago. So this was at the beginning of the year. Kind of, I'm seeing this really intertwined with our New Year's resolutions. So here with the King of Pentacles, it's around success, around money, and also around work. So this is a really blessed moon for, you know, networking, for seeing your business grow, for getting new ideas, for, you know, if you don't own a business, it's seeing your spot at work, right, growing. You're seeing yourself get more recognition, but also more confidence within yourself. And there's a power to that, and there's a purpose to that that's leading you forward. And it moves us then to the Page of Pentacles, which we're going to see again that child energy come forward of our inner child, and that real sense of, okay, this is the passion that I'm putting into things. This is the prosperity that I want. And we're seeing that spark from when we were little. And it's like, I can live my dreams. It may not be the exact way or the exact language I had to describe my dreams when I was small and I wanted to be a superhero, right? Or a dinosaur or a unicorn. But it is saying here, I want it to be special, right? I want it to be fierce. I want it to be powerful within my own skin. And that's going to be what we're moving forward towards during this time. Also know that on the 2nd of July, we also had Neptune went retrograde. Okay, so Neptune went retrograde, and that will be until the 7th of December. And that really dissolves illusions. All of a sudden, things become a lot more clear. Like the fear, the shadowiness of things, that starts to just pull away. And it's like, oh, I can do this. Oh, I can move forward this way. Oh, I do have this. And that's going to be very empowering and very, you know, enlightening for us during this time. So it's in the month of July, right? And I know you might be thinking, why are you talking about the astrology at the beginning of the month when we're talking about the moon, you know, towards the end of the month? Because it all is coalescing, and the Capricorn energy brings a stabilizing, you know, kind of maturity to us. A sense, it can get curmudgeon-y, right? It can get curmudgeon-y, and we're not going down that path, but it brings a stabilizing sense of, oh, this is what I want. And we're going to see it's kind of like we powered up, like in a video game, we got the coins, we leveled up. I'm seeing like Mario Kart, right? And we're now able to move forward on the 21st. It's like, oh, I got this. Because we also here have Polaris, which is the third largest asteroid in our solar system. It comes out of retrograde and goes direct in Scorpio. And Polaris is all about, you know, our inner wisdom. It influences our inner wisdom. It influences our creative energy and light and power that we bring out into the world. And Scorpio just amplifies this. And with this full moon in Capricorn, we can start to see, okay, my creative energy is amplified, and I can turn that into a productivity for me. It's either in, you know, for money sake, or for what we love as much as money, you know, coming forward, or what we find as secure as money. And that's going to be a very, very good thing for us. On the 11th of July, Venus enters into Leo. And so we're a little bit cat-like when it comes to love, right? We're a little bit like love on my terms type of thing. So just be aware of that, Cancer, because we're going to be less like that, because that's just not our energy. So much of like, you know, oh, love on my terms, but we are going to be able to really voice what we love, what we want in love, and what we love in love. So that's going to be important. And when our partner or, you know, the people around us are a little bit more cat-like, we're like, oh, okay, I see that Venus energy here. Respect that. And we can also say whether we put up with it or not. So just being aware of that. The Four of Swords is resting. This moon is also going to help us rest. It's going to help us honor our story. It's going to help us see ourselves. And as we do so, we're looking at things and saying, I can't burn the candle at both ends. Because though I might have this burst of productivity, I might have this burst of, you know, feeling like, oh, I'm super successful, I'm getting all of this done, the crash is not going to be worth it. So being aware of that is going to be very important. We then have the World, which I absolutely love this card. Yeah, with that beautiful bumblebee right there, we have the world opening up to us. And Cancer, what we're saying is, how do I step forward into this world and into my power, into myself? It's not just about my own little corner of the universe. It's about how I connect with the world at large, which can seem a little bit daunting, but I see you more as like connecting more. It doesn't have to be in face to face. It can be online. It can be, you know, through emailing people or talking to people that you never would have thought you would be able to talk to. It can be joining communities. But what it is, it's really seeing yourself spread your wings. It's like, oh, I can do this. Oh, I got this. And then even though we don't have to leave our homes, we can totally Emily Dickinson this and stay in our homes and be, you know, I mean, she was a recluse, right? You could be like that. But the connection that you make is going to be so important with the community around you, with the world at large. And I just see that as a beautiful thing, because even though she stayed in her house for like ever, right? She impacted the world in a way that most people never do. I mean, we know her name today, and she lived in this nice house in Massachusetts. So here, looking at this and embracing our power, that is going to be important, and knowing that we are connecting with the greater world and that we are moving this energy forward. One more thing to be aware of is that on the 20th of July, Mars moves into Gemini. So we're a lot more blunt with our words. And that also is going to be really great for setting boundaries, but we need to be mindful about this with ourselves and then with those around us, because we could be like, wow, why is everybody so sharp? Why is everybody so harsh? And it's because, Mars has moved into Gemini. Gemini is all about communication, all about travel, and we seem to be doing things a little bit more aggressively. And also, Mercury, which rules Gemini, moves into Leo, another fire sign energy, which brings that fiery spiciness to things too. So just being aware of that is going to be important. Okay, so let's see what Spirit has to say. And if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a sun in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced at random. So good luck to everyone. Here we have the ostrich. And so the message from the ostrich is, oh goodness, as it falls. Okay, the choice is clear for you now. Follow the wisdom and truth you feel in your heart. And that's going to be really important. This moon has us being super logical about things, super practical. I mean, Cancer, you're ruled by the moon. So the moon's changing phases. A full moon deeply affects you. A new moon deeply affects you. It can take a while to realize it. Okay, but once we do, as Cancers, it's like, oh, okay, I see this ebb and flow of me. The full moon is the spotlight. It's the spotlight on the intentions we set for ourselves 6 months ago. And what we're going to be seeing here is a power of us moving us forward. And there's this real sense of my heart, my love, which Cancer we're so good at. We're so good at our love, moving us forward into power, into distinction of self. And here we're going to see the practical uses of such a beautiful heart. Because we can look at things and say, well, I can feel the world too much. I'm too sensitive. I'm too this. I'm too that. And in our world, we can think almost of our sensitivity and our compassion and our love as a deficit. And it most definitely is not. So being aware of this, and this moon really helps shine the spotlight on what we love and how to move forward in love and how that is our superpower. It moves us then to our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Oh, goodness. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And this is the inner child, reverse. So here we have the Page of Swords, where we need to embrace our voice, right? But this is the heart chakra. And this is saying, I embrace my inner child. I love my inner child. I'm here with you. I see you. I'm connecting with you. And we need to do meditations around that, because part of the scars that we're healing from, well, not the scars, the wounds that are becoming scars that we are healing from and that we're becoming more mobile with. Because when you have a really bad scar, how tight it is. And we need to work it. We need to moisturize it. We need to, keep on healing and keep on taking care of ourselves. And here with the inner child, part of those scars were around our childhood, or around the way we saw ourselves when we were young and what we thought we need to do in order to better our lives and move us forward. So this is going to be a time of connecting with that inner child and telling yourself how much you love yourself. It's not egotistical. It's not negative. It is an absolutely beautiful thing to do. And so if we do the inner child meditation, where you take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you, and you see yourself, as the adult you are now, kneeling down and holding your arms open, and then just see the kid that you once were running into those arms and swoop that kid up in the biggest hug and tell them, I love you. I'm here for you. I will always be here for you. You will always be safe in my arms. I will always honor you, cherish you, and love you. You're the most fantastic person in my world. I listen to you, I respect you, and I adore every inch of you, because you are so special. And by saying that to your inner child, you are telling yourself how much you love yourself from the tip of your head to the tip of your toes, and how special you are to you. Because we need to remind ourselves of this. Because sometimes we look in the mirror and it's like, well, I made that mistake and I did this and I did that. And Spirit's like, stop. You cannot change the past, but you sure as hell are powerful in the present. And see yourself as that powerful being. Tell that inner child you will be amazed at the person you become. It moves us then to our Luna message. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Ooh. Angels and spirit guides. Oh, flip them over. Okay. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Going deeper, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Ooh. Well, I'm going to do these two here because I totally forgot what that was. Actually, we'll do one, but these two fell out extra. So, angels and spirit guides. Okay. So with our crown, okay, we are blossoming. And you and your loved ones are safe. We need to know that for ourselves. And then we have the new moon in Capricorn, which is when we set our intentions, which was most likely around us being safe and blossoming into the person that we wanted to be. And it says your hard work is paying off. So knowing that right off the bat, your hard work is paying off, you and your loved ones are safe. It doesn't mean that nothing bad will ever happen, right? It means that you are watched over and guarded by your angels and you are blossoming into the person that you need to be after heartbreak, but you are also letting yourself blossom. It's like, okay, I'm ready to open up. I'm ready to embrace this new side of me or this new, action within my life. And it moves us then to action over the Page of Swords reverse, where we have that doubt around our voice, but we're also helping to guide people who find it difficult, especially young people. It's young people. Or it could be somebody who's also immature. Like you might look at them and be like, wow, okay, I don't know how you made it to this age being like that, but that's okay, type of deal. And we move to action. And it says, a fiery climax approaches. And that's reverse. So as we embrace our action, as we embrace our tenacity and our power, there's a sense of like, I don't want things to change too much. I don't want there to be this big crescendo. And so we're pushing off and we're pulling back from something beautiful that Spirit is sending our way. So being aware of that is going to be important. There's a lot of change that's coming in here during this time. Now, reversed, it says that the answers you need are coming. So being aware that the moon is giving us a lot of change. And even though the answers you need are coming, we can feel a little bit apprehensive about embracing those answers. But also we can find it hard to listen to our inner self and hear that knowledge and hear that sense of balance. And it leads us then to self-reflection. And then it says, what do you need to release? And that's reverse. It's like, no, I want to hold on to everything. It's like, no. Self-reflection. As you're looking at the mirrors of yourself, as you're seeing yourself through the annals of time, your history, your story, your great masterpiece of life, which is your existence. What do you need to release? What is holding you back? Because it is around, here, it is around something around prosperity that you thought when you were little. Just as the answers you need are coming, because it's reversed. It's like, no, I don't want to hear that. Around a change that needs to be made that helps you become more prosperous, that helps you step into and level up your prosperity, your abundance, however you see that in your life. And it brings us then to slowing it down, right? Slowing it down, honoring our story, embracing the sacred masculine aspect of our being. And it says here, believe in the impossible. And that's reverse. It's like, we don't want to believe in the impossible. And yet Spirit is saying, one of the things we have to do to embrace our sacred masculine side, to embrace our warrior side, our strong side, our, determined side, our focused side, you know how guys can tune things out. I'm sure women can too. I personally cannot. Okay. And you could be talking to them and think that they're listening. And they're like, what did you say? Here, I just see that laser focus being so beneficial to you, even though it's so annoying, right? It's so annoying when you can't do it. But here, you have that ability to pull in that laser focus. So just be aware of that. And that's going to be one of the part of the really beautiful sacred masculine things that you are embracing. Because I don't like to use the word toxic masculinity, right? There's mature masculinity and then there's immature masculinity. And here, this is being that mature masculinity that, people crave. People really do crave that in this world. And it's believing in the impossible, even though that's going to be hard. Even though this moon can make us feel like we should all just be accountants, type of thing, be really kind of like, not set in our ways, but really fact based, really logical, really step by step by step. This is how I should have done it, or this is how you should do it. Especially if we're not that way personally, like if we're more creative, a little bit more, kind of like go with the flow type of people, it can be a little bit hard, but it's here believing in your dreams and then not thinking, oh, I have to revamp my whole entire existence in order to be more XYZ. It's like, no, I need to embrace my power to really stand in the beauty that is me. And then we have abundance. And then we have reverse, nothing will come of this. And nothing will come of this situation is the void of course. The void of course happens numerous times over a lunar cycle. And it's just where things don't go your way. And it only lasts for like a minute or two. But some people don't take phone calls during this time. Some people really try to avoid it. But here, it's the reverse of nothing will come of the situation, right? So you're going to see things come of the situations. You're going to see power guiding you forward. You're going to see yourself stepping into a place of abundance that you didn't think you could be. And that leads you to the world. That leads you to opening to the world opening to you, to seeing yourself in a very different light and in a very different way, and really embracing your power. And that is an absolutely beautiful thing. It moves us to our subconscious spirit message, which here it is the nuthatch. I believe that's how you say that. And it says, stay grounded and welcome the new knowledge and perspective coming to you. So stay grounded and welcome the new knowledge and perspective coming to you. You are going to start to see things very differently because of this moon. You're going to start to see your power very differently because of this moon. And as you do so, you start to see it's like, oh, I can do that. Oh, I got this. And that's what this moon gives us. This moon is a spotlight. It's a shining gift, right? It says, you got this. I know you've got this. And I'm going to help you to succeed and achieve. I'm going to help you to open up those doors. I'm going to help you to get to that next level. And you're going to be surprised at what you can do. And I'm shining the light. I'm shining the light on what you need to see. And it brings us then to our chakra message, which is, I totally forgot about the energy you need to be mindful of, which I'll do in just a moment, which is here, this is personal power reversed. And so this is the solar plexus chakra. We'll have a tendency not to listen to our gut. Why? Because we think we're overreacting to things. Are we? No, we're not. So just be aware of this during this time. Our personal power comes in. We need to listen to it. Are we going to want to? No, we're not. We're not. We're just not going to. So know that there's a blockage in the solar plexus chakra, in trusting our gut and seeing ourselves. So let's see what Spirit has to say, angels and spirit guides. This correlates perfectly with the whole entire reading. The energy to be mindful of with the 5 of Swords right here is that we forget that we have changed. We forget that we have evolved. We forget that we're not the person we were once upon a time. And that is a very big thing. It is a very big thing to be so transformed in your life. And that's what you are. Be mindful of the Queen of Cups. Cancer were represented by the cups in the minor arcana. And so here, when the Queen of Cups comes in, it's like, be mindful, you can get in your own way. You'll know it, absolutely. And others will know it too. So just be aware of that. We can also be too caring to the point of just absolutely self-sacrificing. So being mindful of that energy as well is going to be really important. It moves us then to our subconscious tarot message, which is the Fool. We have to allow ourselves to be the Fool, to take the path less traveled, to move forward in the energy that we want, and to say, you know what, everybody's foolish. Until you succeed, until you win, everybody goes, oh, well, that's a foolish idea. Oh, you'll never do that. If you don't go the normal beaten path, and if you're here, even if your job is more traditional, right? Even if you're not a tarot card reader, you are going to find that you don't go the normal beaten path. You're always just a little bit off doing your own thing, like just a little bit different. And that really bothers people. It can bother us as we are growing. I just want to fit in. I just want to be like everybody else. But it can really bother people because it's like, why don't you fit into the box I want you to fit into? It's like, because I was never made for it. Darling, I was never made for it. And that's the energy you have to embrace. Like, I was never made for that. I need to move forward in the power of me. And that's going to be so important here. And it's going to lead to such abundance. Even if it's not the big house and fleshy cars and all of that, it's a sense of contentment. It's a sense of I can take care of my responsibilities. It's a sense of I'm good. I got this. It leads us to the moon, which is creation. And again, embracing that creative energy. And it is meditate and contemplate. So as we embrace our creative energy, and as we connect with that creative energy, we need to meditate and contemplate. We need to slow it down and see ourselves. And that is going to be one of the most important and beautiful things we can do during this moon. All right. All right. Cancer, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this moon and of ourselves. And please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony. Cancer, may blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.